Comme vous avez pu le voir dans le titre, on va s'intéresser à la quête Archon. Alors, je vais me connecter en même temps. Alors, hop. Ouais bah non, c'est pas celui-là. Du coup, il n'y a pas besoin. Hop, on va le faire autrement. Alors, du coup, comme je le disais, on va s'intéresser à la quête Archon. Pour ce faire, je vais prendre ma team de Natlan, donc à savoir Mavuka, Xilonen et Kachina, et j'ajoute à cette équipe Noël, donc qui sera là pour main. Donc, ça reste une équipe, je pense, assez correcte, surtout pour du PVE. Allez, on est parti. Donc, cette team, c'est avec cette équipe là que je fais le noyau. Alors, hop, la quête est ici. Sur ce, on est parti. Et l'objectif, donc, là, ça va être d'avoir mon perso Pyro. Donc, Lumine Pyro.
Ah, we're finally here! So this is your home, Mualani? Paimon can't wait to...
See? What did I tell you? A dip in the hot springs after a battle is just...
Fetch me a bottle of wine, would you, dear?
Just one? Let's get another. It's still early in the day, isn't it?
Want to go to Golden Dusk later?
Now this is a vacation. Absolutely amazing.
Wow, it's so lively around here. Is there some kind of holiday going on?
We try to treat every day like a holiday around here. We believe Now, let me show you around. Shochikwi Cattle Records, Kalumchi Plaza, the hot springs, of course. Natural hot springs have tons of health benefits. Go for a nice long soak and you're guaranteed a good night's sleep.
Wait, you want us to bathe?
Oh, don't be shy. Come on, I'll take you to get changed.
Mualani!
Huh? Oh, Auntie Atea!
Please, I've told you that just Atea is fine. Do I look that old to you?
Are you taking these two to the hot springs?
That's right. Oh, let me introduce you. This is the Traveler, and the small one. They only just arrived in Natlan, so I'm taking them around to experience our customs.
Hi there!
I'm Mualani's neighbor, Atea. By the way, Mualani, I heard you lost to Kachina during the pilgrimage. Is that true?
Yeah, I was this close to winning. Oh. Definitely not the result I wanted, but still not too surprising. Kachina's always been strong. Anyway, it's all in the past. I'm gonna take these two for a dip in the hot springs. Talk to you later. Oh, wait. You'll need swimsuits first. I'm sure I can find you something lying around the shop. I'll go look.
Hold it right there, young lady. Have you forgotten the rule about bathing in the hot springs?
Rule? Oh, wait, you mean...
There's a rule about bathing in the hot springs?
That's right. Outlanders have to complete a trial at an artificial hot spring before they're allowed access to the natural ones.
It's not nearly as scary as it sounds. Basically, natural hot springs have higher temperatures that not everyone can withstand. A few travelers have gotten scalded by the water in the past, so now we have an unwritten rule. All Outlanders need to adapt to the lower temp- But seriously, Auntie Atea, do we have to be so strict? These two are formidable adventurers. I know-
Famous last words. The hot springs are not to be underestimated. You can never be too careful. Besides, the environment's been unstable lately. Could be a sign that...
Oh, that sounds dangerous. You know, Paimon's really not all that formidable, so careful is good.
Exactly. There will be no excessive risk-taking on my watch.
Okay.
That's more like it. And don't try anything funny. I'm heading to the artificial spring in a bit, and if I don't see you there, your days of copping free meals at my place are done.
Relax. Oh, by the way, Atea, how have...
Much better. How else would I have the energy to keep an eye on all you rascals? Hey, you over there! How many times have I told you no roughhousing near the hot springs?
Oh, shoot! That weird lady's back again!
Run! Stop right there! You need a stern talking to!
She sure has a lot of energy.
She's a legend in our tribe. Everyone knows her. Back before I inherited my ancient name, she was one of Natland's most renowned warriors, famous for her love of hot springs. In fact, she often threw parties at the hot springs. She referred to anyone who came to these parties as her hot spring buddies. The attendees were all respected warriors like Liliuo, Kaiulani, Vichama, oh, and the Archon.
If Paimon lived here, she would take advantage of the hot springs too.
It's just... during battle, she was impaled in the abdomen by an abyssal... The doctors managed to save her life, but they made it clear that she could never bathe in the hot springs again. Abyssal power still exists within her body. Immersing herself in hot water would accelerate the corrosion of her internal organs and the progression of her illness.
Oh, no wonder she has so many scars. Paimon had no idea she was so seriously injured.
That's normal. She never talks about her injury. She's worked tirelessly over the years to dig up artificial springs, so that more and more people can experience... Anyway, let's head to the artificial springs. If Auntie Atea gets there before us, we're gonna be in some real hot water.
I told you the chief would agree. Well, let's get moving then. We can't let a word of this.
Hey, Amina, Hikaru, Marukau. You three seem particular.
Oh, Mualani, you're back.
This is the Traveler and Paimon, two very important guests. I wanted to take them to the natural hot spring.
Oh, what a coincidence! We were just talking about...
We think Auntie Atea's illness has taken a turn for the better.
Really? How can you tell?
Okay, so while you've been busy with the pilgrimage, we noticed that she's been visiting the hot springs alone at night. Specifically the hot springs in the cave to the north of our settlement. I'm sure you know the one. Apparently, she used to go there a lot before they became abandoned for some reason. She could never come into contact with hot water before, and now she's visiting the hot springs every night. I mean, it's pretty obvious what that means, right?
Yeah, so we got to thinking, what if we renovated the abandoned spring behind her back, then threw her a huge surprise party? Chief Amina thinks it's a great idea too. So, you want in?
Of course! How could you even think of pulling this off without me? I'm a little busy right now, though. I'll come find you once we're done at the hot springs.
Of course! Take your time. You should focus on our guests for now. These artificial springs are pretty new, but the experience is just as good as the natural. And you two, I know you want to focus on Atea's surprise, but don't forget your patrol duties in the meantime. The Abyss could attack at any moment. so we need to stay vigilant.
Amina, elle a une arme derrière son dos. Je me demande si on pourra pas la jouer plus tard. En plus, elle a un style assez spécial avec son bonnet sur la tête. Je trouve ça sympa. J'espère qu'on pourra jouer avec.
You got it, Chief. We'll keep an eye out. You can count on us.
All right, we're off then. See.
I'm also gonna head out. Have fun.
Ah, c'est même pas une arme, c'est plutôt un instrument de musique qu'elle a derrière le dos. Après, rien ne dit qu'elle s'en sert pas comme une arme. À voir honnêtement par la suite s'il l'inclut ou pas dans les personnages jouables.
Finally, it's hot spring time! Oh, I already arranged swimwear.
Est-ce que c'est loin ou pas? Non, c'est pas si loin que ça.
Yeah, it's so nice. The steam is...
The first time I came to the hot springs, it was actually pretty funny looking back on it. I was too young to remember the whole ordeal, so feel free to go for a swim.
Okay, here goes...
Auntie Atea, you really came to check on us?
Of course. And the temperature in the artificial springs is...
Oh, thank you!
Well, I did make... Very few young people know how to truly appreciate hot springs, so to bathe in a hot spring is to
Hey!
All right, looks like you... Well, I've got to get... That better not happen again, whether...
Okay.
Paimon didn't think you were the type to do...
I remember thinking I'd totally get away with it too. But some people get dizzy if they stay in here too long. You guys alright?
Paimon's fine, just a bit stuffed.
Looks like you two are naturals. Oh, by the way, I have to leave you on your own for a little while this afternoon. I'm gonna help the others fix up that abandoned spring. I certainly don't trust their aesthetic tastes. In exchange, though, I can recommend a couple of shops that are worth a visit. Huh?
Yeah, she brought us snacks and taught us about the hot springs. Friends are supposed to help each other out. We'd feel bad.
Well then, alright, we should get going. Let's organize the best hot spring gathering Natland's ever seen.
Alors donc pour ceux qui arrivent ou qui auraient pas suivi, donc là on est sur la quête Mualani qui veut organiser une fête pour son ami et qui est également sa voisine.
Mualani! Wait,
We're here to help.
But you're important guests. We can't put you to work.
All right. Stop trying to out-polite each other, would you? The sooner we get this party started, the sooner we get... Now, where to start? Looks like the water outlet is blocked pretty bad. We'll need to dig... Ooh, those boxes in the corner need to be thrown out as well. Oh! They're moldy as all get out! Ugh. Also, someone needs to go out and get some cloth, wood, and decorations. Oh, and snacks, too. I say we get enough for 20 or 30 people. Bulk purchases fetch the best prices after all. Oh, but don't just accept the first offer they give you.
I'm not good at haggling. Why don't you go?
Hey, I'm not any better, and I wouldn't even know what to buy. How?
Yeah, that works. I can introduce you to all the shops while we're at it. Alright, let's meet back here later.
Du coup, son amie, elle s'est fait attaquer par par l'abîme, et elle organisait avant des fêtes dans les bains. Elle a plus le droit de se baigner, mais ils ont vu qu'elle se baignait discrètement ici, donc ils vont lui organiser une fête. Et là, je dois aller, je sais pas où, juste là, faire les boutiques.
Hey there, Yellowfast. Hope business has been going well.
Well, if it isn't Mualani, back from the pilgrimage?
That's right. Didn't make the cut this year, though.
Well, it wouldn't be a competition if everyone got to win. So, what'll it be today?
Here, it's all on the list. Quite a sizable order, as you can see. So, can we expect a...
Wow, that is a large order.
That's right. Keep this between us for now, but... we're throwing a hot spring party for Auntie...
Wait, you're saying she can go in the hot springs again? That's great news! How about this? You can have the decorations on the house, and I'll give you 20% off the...
Come on, I know you can sweeten the deal. That pile of wood's been sitting there since I left for the pilgrimage. At this rate, you need to get rid of it, or it's gonna go moldy.
All right. Such a handful. Just give me a moment while I pack all this up.
Wow, that was amazing, Moola.
All in a day's work. By the way, Yellowfast, are these 2 stones for sale?
Interested? They won't come cheap.
I'm not planning to haggle this time, I promise. Package them separately, would you? Nope. Kachina likes shiny little trinkets, so whenever I come across something like that, I always buy it for her. I'll hold on to them for now. It'll be a nice little surprise for her when she returns victorious from battle. I'm sure she'll like it.
All right, that should be everything. If you could just double...
Let me see... Huh? What's this creative juice doing here?
That's on the house. 7 years ago, when the Abyss attacked our tribe, Atea saved my brother's life. She never asked for anything in return, but I could never forget what she did for my family that day. So, send her my regards, would you? And have fun!
Oh, we will. It's gonna be a party to remember. Thanks a lot. Well, that's our shopping done. Let's head...
Alors, avant de rentrer, on va aller voir un petit peu si elle propose des choses à acheter. Ah bah non, on est déjà de retour.
Wow, this place cleaned up nice. You got the water...
I would hope so. We spent all day clearing out debris from the bottom of the spring. Did you guys get everything?
Oh, we brought back tons of stuff. We set it down near the cave entrance.
All right then, roll up your sleeves, everyone, and let's get back to work.
Actually, why don't you two take a break? I'll handle it from here. Traveler, mind lending me a hand? So, I was brainstorming on the way over, and I'm thinking we could draw something on the wall over here, and the snacks and drinks... So, what do you think? Not bad, right?
It looks amazing!
Well, I'm usually the one in charge of the family store, so I'm pretty good at things like renovation, and not to mention this was totally a group effort. Still, I did...
Yeah, tonight's definitely not gonna work. Chief Amina set up those patrols to guard against the Abyss, and Ataya volunteered. So she's on watch tonight.
I see. Well, guess the surprise will happen. This could actually be a good thing. She can relieve all the exhaustion of keeping watch all night by soaking in the hot spring. Ha! She's gonna love it. Well, let's call it a day then. Traveler, I'm on. You must be tired too.
Essayer de voir si on arrive à voir la vendeuse. A priori. Soit je la trouve pas, soit... Ah, ici par contre ça peut être pas... Voilà. ça que je voulais. Ok, on est sur l'espèce de flèche qui est là-bas.
Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light, and
Donc
humans
c'est
are
la
the
maison qui
same.
est juste en dessous.
Except we call that light hope.
Non, c'est même un petit peu avant peut-être. Non, c'est bien ça, c'est bien la maison. Hop.
Alright, this is it. Get a good night's sleep, okay?
Yep, good night. Ah, Paimon's exhausted. Anyway, we need to be well.
Why now?
Traveler, Paimon, wake up!
Mualani? What's going on? Where did all these monsters?
It's the Abyss. Our patrols are trying to drive them back as we speak. Come with me. I'll take you some...
Mualani, a little help over here. We can't hold them back much longer.
One moment. I'll be right there. Really? That's perfect. I've been waiting for the chance to fight by... Hang in there! We're here to help! Yeah! Carving waves! Woohoo!
Oh, have they been contaminated by the Abyss?
No, they are the Abyss. Destroy them!
Pyroclastic surge! Incinerate!
All right. Let his great names echo!
Thank you.
I'm alright. Go help the others.
I almost died.
Incinerate!
Leave it up to me, as a dutiful maid.
Bon, en tout cas, j'ai bien fait de prendre une équipe de notre plan.
Let her rip! Hook drilling down!
Full throttle!
À part pour Noël, bien sûr, mais ça reste mon mail, donc
Steady as stone.
de ce côté-là, on va pouvoir le soigner.
Let's round them up! Light of the blazing sun!
The tide rises! Yeah!
We've cleared out most of the monsters over here. Thanks for your help. It would have taken me ages on my own. Looks like we're still in for a long night, though. We still have no idea where these creatures are coming from. Let's go ask Amina. She'll have a better handle on the situation.
par contre sur l'eau c'est excellent.
Amina!
Oh, it's you three. Thank you for helping clear out those We were prepared for an attack, but we didn't have enough people to prevent them from breaking through our defenses. No casualties so far.
Where'd they come from this time?
The east side. We've pinpointed the position of an abyssal pylon, but we don't have enough manpower to take it down. An abyssal pylon? What?
A kind of gate created by the Abyss. One that allows monsters from the Night Kingdom to enter the physical world. The only way to end the attack is to destroy the pylon as soon as possible. Otherwise, the endless hordes of monsters will exhaust our defenses.
Exactly. That's what I'm most concerned about. Their numbers suggest there might even be multiple pylons in the area.
Alright, we'll go seal off the one to the east. Traveler, Paimon, can I count on your help again?
Of course! We can't just sit back. On behalf of the people of the Springs, you have my thanks. We're counting on you.
Let's go. There's no time to lose. Take care, Amina.
Carving waves!
Out of the way, you're getting blown away!
I must leave no... Shazam! Yeah!
Hear the echoes of the valley!
Wrath from the sky!
Out of the way, you're getting blown away!
Leave it all to me.
Thank goodness you were here.
Lolani, is that the pylon?
That's it, all right. Come on, let's get rid of this thing.
Let's ride!
Rain of bullets! Plastic surge!
Out of the way, you're getting blown
Let the
away!
mountain's veins boil!
It's a good night,
Slide!
Amazing!
Pylon! It's over there! Hurry!
Let's ride! That's up!
Let's ride! Ha! Light of the blazing sun! Incinerate!
Carbon wave! Seems like a pretty dangerous situation. We better go back and help out.
Hear the echoes of the valley!
Steady as stone.
Let's ride! Pyroclastic surge! Incinerate!
Right here. Clear the area!
Breath from the sky!
Let's ride. Massive wave! Faster. Whew. That should do it, right?
I don't see any more monsters, so looks like we're in the clear.
Do these attacks happen a lot? Must be hard on your truck.
Yeah, it makes things hard sometimes, but that's how our ancestors... Besides, the Abyss doesn't care how difficult our lives are. Fighting back is the only option. Come on, we should head back. Huh? What are you looking at? Is there something over there?
You're right. Mualani, look! They're coming from that direction! Wait, that area looks kind of familiar.
What? How? We probably don't have any reinforcements over there, so it's up to us. Let's move!
Huh? Seems like the monsters are decreasing in number.
Come on, everyone, keep it up!
Let's ride!
Light of the blazing sun! All right. Letting grave names echo!
Time to clean up.
Pyroclastic surge!
Tide rises! Yeah!
Can't hide!
Carbon wave!
Atea, what are you doing here? Where's the pylon?
Where do you think? If I'm here, means that I was in a hurry, so it's not my best work. You should check if all the important stuff is still here.
stop talking for now. That wound looks bad. The abyssal power is corroding your body.
Is this the right area? Hello? Anyone there? Mulani and Atea. What's going on?
Atea took care of it, but she's injured. Quick, someone get a doctor.
All right, stop fussing. Don't you think I know my own limits? The main thing is they didn't destroy anything.
Wait, no. This was meant to be a surprise.
For me, right?
Atea!
You think I couldn't tell you were avoiding me on purpose? Not one of you stopped to say hello today. It couldn't be more obvious that you were hiding something. And you, Mualani, were you the one that brought the snacks? How many times have I told you, you have to choose them based on the temperature of the water?
Forget about that. The doctor's almost here, and you're gonna get all better. Then we can have a meal together, and I'll help you make whatever you want, okay? You just have to hold on.
The impurities and the elemental energy we embody repel each other.
What? The crystal has been purified? When?
The anguish he feels has brought him. I also came across a teardrop crystal.
Atea! Atea! Wait, what do you mean? What is this? Some sort of purification? The abyssal power, it's being cleansed.
How can that be? I never knew that was even possible.
Atea! Yes, thanks to the Traveler. By the way, Traveler, are you alright? I just saw you purify abyssal power from Atea's body. That didn't injure you in any way, did it? You're sure? Good. Good.
Oh, thank goodness.
You scared us all half to death just now.
Alright, everyone, head back and get some rest. We'll celebrate Atea's recovery and our triumph over the Abyss. And most importantly, we'll show the Traveler and Paimon how grateful we are for their aid.
Got it!
Got any other secret powers I should know about? But seriously, you really came through for us tonight, so thank you.
Paimon almost forgot you had that ability. You used it back in Mondstadt to cleanse Dvalin's tears, didn't you? That was some quick thinking, Traveler. Huh? You...
Abyssal power still exists within her body. Immersing herself in hot water would accelerate the corrosion of...
We think Auntie Atea's illness has taken a turn for the...
She could never come into contact with hot water before, and now she's visiting the hot springs every night. I mean,
Hello? Traveler? Maybe...
Bon, pendant que ça charge, je vais faire un petit tour vite fait. Bon, cette fois-ci ça a chargé. On va pouvoir s'intéresser au prochain point. Donc à 230 mètres, ça va aller vite fait. Ça aurait été encore plus rapide si on avait le personnage de près. Hop, c'est pas grave, on va y aller comme ça. Ok, c'est derrière la maison. Ouais, on va se retrouver sur ce qu'on avait préparé.
Not interested in hanging out with the other kids? Snacks not to your taste? Hot spring temperature too high? None of the above, huh? I heard you were the one who cleansed the abyssal power yesterday. You sensed it, didn't you? I was hoping to keep it a secret for a few more days. Didn't want to ruin the celebrations and all. But looks like it was snow.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Come on. Let's go for a walk.
Hey, where are you going? Did something happen?
Just going to get some air. It's too noisy in here. You have fun. We'll be right back. Oh, and there are extra snacks in that box over there if they need replenishing. Baked them all fresh this morning.
All right, sounds great.
Mualani,
Yeah?
you've gotten so tall. You know that. Feels like just yesterday you were that rambunctious. Tell me, how are your parents?
They're away on business. Seriously, Atea, what's going on? You're acting strange. Traveler, did something happen? Both of you seem a little off today.
I guess I should explain. I wasn't visiting the hot springs because I was getting better. And that pylon yesterday, I didn't go face it by myself because I was reckless or too anxious to wait for reinforcements. It's because my body isn't going to last much longer. Your friend saved my life in that cave. And because of that, I got to enjoy this celebration with you all. But I'm just a few days shy of the end. The hot springs, I'm just trying to enjoy them for as long as I have left.
Oh.
Mualani?
That better not happen again, whether I'm here to catch you or not. That's what you said back at the artificial spring. I had a bad feeling then, but I didn't want it to... I wanted to believe you were...
You want to know something? Recovery, death... You've never been resurrected, so you might not understand. But Death and I, we're old pals by now. There's nothing sad about being reunited with an old... I lived with regret for a long time. But yesterday, I was finally able to let go of that regret. Not only because I found the strength to fight the abyss, even at the end of my life. Seeing you out there, it made me realize that I don't need to worry about our tribe or our nation's future. Even if I was never injured, old age would still take me one day. But I've done what I needed to do. The future is in your hands now. Just remember, whether in life or death, I am always...
I understand. Seems like you've given this a lot of thought, Atea. I'll do everything in my power to protect our tribe, our nation, and live up to the example you set for me.
Good. Oh, and if any of you have the chance to meet with the Archon, could you give this to her for me? A talisman I've carried with me my whole life. It may seem strange to say while I'm still alive, but just think of it as a relic I'm leaving. It's brought me good fortune in battle, even after I became too sick. Just tell her it embodies fond memories and my strength of will. She'll know what I'm trying to say.
Don't worry. We'll make sure she gets it.
All right. That's all I wanted to say.
Traveler, Atea, Mualani! If you don't hurry up, there won't be any snacks left!
Excuse me, what did I say about bathing in the hot springs on a full stomach? Hey, are you listening to me? Life is a journey in which there's no turning back. So forward.
patienter pendant 2 jours. Du coup, hop, on va avancer. Bon, ça tombe bien, on n'a pas loin à aller, c'est au même emplacement.
Paimon feels like a whole new Paimon after those 2 days in the hot springs. The Abyss kinda threw a wrench. Still, spending time here really has felt like a vacation. The Kaholasaurs are so nice and so fun to play with. Their bellies are super bouncy. Oh, and Atea's snacks were so delicious. She gave Paimon some for the road just this morning, actually. Yelling at some kids who got caught throwing stones in the hot springs, so not much has changed.
Hey, you guys. Sleep well last night?
Yep, this area is so...
Glad you like it. I was thinking of taking you guys out to do some sea fishing. Later tonight we...
Hey, Moalani!
Yeah? What do you need?
The team sent out to fight in the Night Warden Wars has returned.
And Kachina?
Kachina fell in. But don't worry, the team was victorious, so the rite of resurrection will be held in the stadium soon.
That's a relief. The Abyss is cunning, and it was her first time. Mistakes are bound to happen.
Exactly. She deserves to hold her head up high.
Alright, thanks for letting me know. We'll head out in... Jeez, she sounded a little anxious there. Had me thinking it was bad news for a moment.
Moalani, you said the Abyss was cunning just now, but it seems like the Abyss just wants to destroy everything. Like, think about all those monsters that attacked your tribe. If there really was some sort of cunning plan, not that Paimon wants them to be in any more danger.
Relax, I get it. The Abyss is... At a glance, it certainly seems like the only goal is total destruction. The Abyss isn't a living entity after all, so what capacity for logic or planning could it possibly possess? But through our long history of fighting the Abyss, we've realized things aren't quite so simple. 500 years ago, the Abyss invaded Teyvat. You know about that, right? That's right. Conria suffered greatly during that time. But so did every... And Natlan was the worst affected of all. It took the combined efforts of the then Pyro Archon and heroes from every... Even so, the effects of the invasion linked... Our tribe's waters were contaminated. The children... It was like each disaster was designed for a specific tribe. Exactly. We once thought that the Abyss's desire for... We now believe the Abyss has invaded...
And that's how it became so dangerous and cunning.
Yes, and that's why we've been unable to fully eradicate it, even after all this time. Luckily, the problems left behind by the Abyss have been successfully addressed by the various Pyro Archons we've had over the years. Now every tribe is prospering and things are looking up. I mean, just look at what we managed to do.
You must have had to sacrifice a lot to get to this point.
Every battle, every sacrifice, responsibility, duty, but I believe we will be rid of the Abyss one. To think that my name could survive in ballads passed down to future generations, it's kind of romantic. Everyone has something that drives them forward, you know? We have to. Not only for ourselves, but for our future. Anyway, let's head to the stadium. Our fishing trip can wait until Kachina's back with us. The sea's not going in. Of course. No one's gonna miss out on the chance to welcome our heroes back from battle. Kachina's gonna be so flustered. She's never had this many eyes on her before.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like the kind of person who likes being the center of attention.
Looks like I'm just in time.
Kanich, you're here!
Yeah, a commission ran longer than expected, but I made it. I heard about the incident with your tribe, Mualani. Is everyone alright?
Yeah, it's all taken care of. Our new friend here's got some tricks up her sleeve, by the way. She's just as strong as Kachina made her out to be.
Hey, look! Is it about to start?
That's right. Someone will come out and recite a eulogy, and then we'll sing the Ode of Resurrection together. Come on, let's find a spot with a good view. When the singing starts, just follow my lead and you'll be fine. Let's go somewhere higher up so Kachina can spot us.
Warriors of Natlan, heed the call of life. We are the inheritors of memory, those who grew alongside Sun and those who forged our own destiny. And that is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation.
could not find Kachina within the Night Kingdom, or locate her ancient name.
What?
What does that even mean?
Usually, once the ode is complete, the Pyro Archon and resurrected person will emerge from the flame.
What's going on?
This has never happened before.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. Clearly, the team sent to fight the Abyss. Think about it. The Ode rekindles all victors. We witnessed it countless times. Since the Archon couldn't find Kachina in the Night Kingdom, that must mean there's more to this victory than meets the eye.
Hey! You just haven't gotten over the fact that Kachina beat you in the pilgrimage!
Pathetic, the both of you.
Your wild guesses are misplaced. We completed our mission.
Maybe you did, but who's to say whether that little girl even contributed at all? Maybe she got scared and ran off. Why would the YUP recognize someone like her, even if she was on the winning team?
How dare you insult a hero of Natlan like that? Kachina sacrificed herself to repel the Abyss. She doesn't deserve to be subjected to your vile rumors when she's not even here to defend herself.
Calm down, Mualani. There's no point in arguing with the like.
I can't just sit here and let them slander her like that.
To insult a hero of Natlan, the person actually has to be a hero.
You...
Think about it, everyone. Who do you think is really at fault here? A girl who never or the great Pyro Archon? Why would the rules of our nation suddenly stop working?
It's true. If she wasn't revived, it must mean she failed to achieve victory.
Maybe the YUP interpret victory in different ways?
I mean, that girl didn't look all that strong.
Kachina wouldn't have run! That's not like her at all!
No, she's been waiting for this moment for too long. No matter how daunting the situation, no matter how scared she might feel, she's always the first person to stand up and face it head on. We don't even know what happened. So don't you dare try to use this as an excuse to vent your anger or slander her reputation.
Fine. We'll find out what happens soon enough. Then, we'll see who truly deserves glory.
That's enough. There is no doubt about today's victory, or Kachina's part in it. She is a hero worthy of our admiration and celebration. However, the failure of today's ceremony is undeniable. Kachina has not been rekindled, and I offer you all my deepest apologies as I continue to investigate this. To prevent further casualties, I have decided to suspend the pilgrimage until this matter is resolved.
What?
No one is all-knowing. No one is infallible, not even but doubt is a means by which we seek the truth, not a weapon we wield against others.
I didn't...
If there are things you wish to clarify, then ask me directly. Doubt my answer if you wish, but now's your chance. You have concerns? State them.
No, of course not.
Even though I have said nothing to change your mind, then it would seem the truth never mattered to you at all.
That guy doesn't even have the courage to answer the Pyro Archon's question. So much for all that glory talk earlier.
I have a question, Archon. My friend Kachina. Do you have any idea where she is? It's extremely... I know you said you were investigating the situation, but I'm sorry, that's not enough.
I've already shared everything I know. If you want to learn the truth and rescue your friend sooner, you should join the investigation. So, what do you...
Of course I'll join.
In that case, come see me in the speaker's...
We should join them.
Oh, and if it's not too much trouble, could you drop by as well, Traveler? I'd like to have a chat. Rest assured, everyone, I'll keep the tribal chiefs informed on the progress of the investigation. Once again, I apologize for the outcome of this ceremony. If there are no further questions, let's...
Did she just ask us to come along?
I believe she did. Let's go. I'd like to know what's going on myself.
The situation is urgent, so I'll get straight to the point. Kachina is undoubtedly a hero of Natlan, and I'm deeply sorry this happened to her. There's been unrest in the Night Kingdom, but I don't know what's causing it. Until we find and address the cause of the unrest...
And that means Kachina won't be able to come back?
That's correct. Not until the problem with the Night Kingdom is resolved.
How long will that take?
It's hard to say.
Kachina always dreamed of fighting the Abyss. Of doing her part to She wasn't afraid of death because she knew, if it came down to it, the Pyro Archon would be there to bring her back to... Whenever we sat down together, exhausted from training, she would always hum the Ode of Resurrection. She was supposed to come back to us. We were supposed to hug her and celebrate with her and share her joy. We supported her every step of the way, but what are we supposed to do now? Sit peacefully and wait for her return? Lose ourselves in grief over her death? Tell me, are we her friends? Or her
That's not fair, Mualani.
It's all right. I understand your rage and your grief. Kachina's life means a great deal to me, Mualani. Believe me, I want to bring her back as soon as possible. I would give you that peace of mind if I could. But please, hear what I have to say so I can at least give you a broader picture of the issue. Considering the recent attack on your tribe, I believe the Abyss has found a new means of undermining the rules of...
You mean...
The Sacred Flame. The foundation of our resistance. If we continue to hold the pilgrimage and send teams to fight the Abyss, there will likely be more casualties. But if we stop altogether, the Sacred Flame will only grow weaker. The Abyss will scale up their attacks, and the tragedy we saw with the people of the Springs will only be the first of many.
If we compare the two choices, the former seems to be the lesser of two evils. Sorry, I know that may sound harsh, but I bear the name Malipo. Weighing the costs is my duty. The raw truth can be cruel, but we need to understand it if we want to approach this rationally.
But what would you say, Mualani? This is personal for you, and unlike Kanich, I dare say it's not a simple case of weighing up which course of action is less painful, is it?
No. I can't choose between them, and I don't want to. Saying that one is preferable over the other is disrespectful to the people who suffered.
You're saying it doesn't matter whether I suspend the pilgrimage. The consequences will be equally painful.
Yes. What happened to Kachina breaks my heart. But I couldn't bring myself to sacrifice other people for her sake.
And that is the crux of the problem. It's not simply a matter of choosing the lesser of two evils. Either way, there will be people who suffer, and the end result will be the same. Belief in the pilgrimage will waver. Once doubt has crept in, the people will no longer unite in battle against the Abyss. And that is exactly what the Abyss wants. Their ultimate goal isn't to break the rules that make the Ode of Resurrection work. It's to destroy the people's faith in them. To prevent what happened to Kachina from happening to anyone else, we need to suspend the pilgrimage. So that is my current plan. And in the meantime, I've made efforts to strengthen each tribe's defenses. Then, we have to find another way of strengthening the sacred flame to keep the Abyss at bay. This won't be easy. I'll need time to figure out the best approach. I understand your anger, Mualani, but I hope...
Wow. Hyman thought things were gonna get heated for a second, but the Pyro Archon took the time to explain everything so patiently.
I owe you an apology, Archon. I let myself get carried away earlier, and I'm sorry. You're right. We need to focus on finding solutions.
We could always hold the pilgrimage without sending a team to fight in the Night Warden Wars. That way, we would still be able to fuel the sacred flame.
I've considered that, but the two events have nearly always been linked. Without the chance to fight the Abyss, pilgrimage rankings lose their prestige, and competitor numbers will drop. With fewer participants, the amount of contending fire produced will decrease, and the vicious cycle will continue indefinitely.
So, essentially, the Abyss has taken Kachina hostage.
You've learned about the concept of ley lines during your travels, yes? The Night Kingdom is something similar. Staying there for a short period of time shouldn't have an effect on the person. But with the Abyss in the picture, it's a different story. Your sense of self will be devoured, until eventually you become one with the sea of souls. Imagine pouring a cup of water into a rushing river. You can try to scoop up another cup, but there's no chance it will be the same water you had before. I won't sugarcoat it. That is the danger Kachina is...
Just like you said, Archon. Both of these problems need to be addressed. You can focus all your efforts on dealing with the sacred flame. I will go search for Kachina.
The Abyss poses the same threat to you as it does to her. It is very possible you will not return. Knowing that, do you still choose to go?
Kachina's waiting for us to rescue her. That's all that matters.
I failed to protect her during our campaign, but I can make it up to her now. I choose to go as well.
Traveler? What do you think?
Understood. Then I'll support you in any way I can. The Masters of the Nightwind have a technique that can extract an ancient name from... If we can find Kachina's ancient name, I can use the link between them to pinpoint her position within the Night Kingdom. Then comes the hard part. You need to visit the Night Kingdom in person and rescue her.
But isn't the Night Kingdom
Under normal circumstances, only the consciousness can enter. But there is a way to go there in person. However, know that the Night Kingdom will attempt to repel you, and the Abyss certainly won't leave you be.
That's fine by me.
Same here. Fighting the Abyss is nothing new for me.
So, Paimon's the only one who's scared? Well, if she's going...
Citlali of the Masters of the Nightwind once created an artifact that can be used to communicate with the Wyab. We call it the Spirit Speaker Stone. It was originally used as a ceremonial artifact wielded by the tribal chiefs.
That was the artifact I delivered to the Scions of the Canopy a few days ago. Didn't think I'd be hearing about it again so soon.
Thank you so much for your help, everyone.
Your thanks are unnecessary. I will offer you whatever aid I can, but your fellowship and courage are what will truly decide the success. Besides, you're the ones helping me. I can only focus on one thing at a time, after all. Traveler, I certainly didn't expect our first conversation to be so serious. I've heard all about your accomplishments. Ever since you arrived, I've been hoping to meet you and offer you Natlan's highest level of hospitality. Why? Is that not what happened in the other nations you visited?
Yeah, things were pretty complicated at the start. And, in the middle.
That's more like it. After all, I've heard you're someone, perhaps even more than you can imagine. But ideally, this would be the perfect night for a drink and some...
Oh, I almost forgot. Atea was wounded in the fight against the Abyss. She wanted us to give this to you. It embodies fond memories and my strength of will. That's what she asked us to tell you.
I didn't think this day would come so soon. The flames of her life force. I can feel them flowing within the talisman. If things were different, the two of us could have enjoyed the hot springs together while she gave this to me in person. We're supposed to be hot spring buddies after all. But don't worry. This talisman means a great deal to me. I'll take good care of it. And once this is...
You said you didn't want to jeopardize the production of contending fire, but that's not at all why you decided to suspend the pilgrimage, is it?
You're right. Even now, the production of contending fire, the gradual corrosion caused by the Abyss has resulted in a massive shortage of pyro as things stand. The pilgrimage is a lost cause. Suspending it allows us... The Abyss has brought catastrophe to Natlan. And Kachina's disappearance in the night...
We can't let the general public know that.
No. If the public learned that Natlan's destruction was close at hand... But if I said nothing at all, they would have continued to question the integrity...
Another simple choice. The latter was clearly the better solution. But you chose otherwise.
I have never subscribed to the belief that the right choice is the one with the fewest sacrifices. Let's go. There's still a way for the sacred flame to last a little longer.
You mean?
Yes. Come with... The sacred flame must never go out. Not only does it strike fear in the abyss, but it's also the pillar of Natlan's stability. So until our heroes are ready, I will sacrifice my power to keep it burning.
But that can only last so long. I think we should focus on the remaining ancient name-bearers.
Don't let desperation cloud your judgment. Those chosen by the Wyeb have already embarked on their destined path. It is for them to decide how that journey ends, not us. All we can do is support them.
Even so, for you to make this sacrifice, it's not right.
If not me, then who? No other is capable of sustaining the sacred flame. I possess great strength, but I'm not above my people. This is part of my duty.
Archon! It's the Fatui!
The Archon of Natlan. A force to be reckoned with. The secret of the ley lines is no secret to me. Long have they been destined for ruin. And since the oath made 5 centuries ago remains unfulfilled, what use is the Gnosis in your hands?
I don't know what you mean. But it sounds like this is about more than the Tsaritsa.
In times of crisis, someone must pick up the mantle of salvation. Your plan has reached an impasse, and now it falls to me to create new rules for Natlan. But before the dawn of a new age, the old must be destroyed.
I assume that's the end of your speech? Good. People like us. Let our blades do the talking! Masters of the Night Wind. Send word. The captain and his followers must be apprehended.
Are you alright, Archon?
He was a formidable opponent. Exactly what I would expect from the first of the Fatui Harbingers.
I never imagined someone could match you in combat. If the Tsaritsa sent him here, why would he bring up what happened 5 centuries ago?
Yeah, and...
The Harbingers are all driven by their own... But I'm sure the captain has his own...
Whatever his motive, we should shift our focus to the Fatui. If they attack again and we're not prepared, we're done for.
No, we're running out of time. The wound I inflicted should hold him back and weaken him for the time being. Besides, I'm sure you noticed...
In other words, there are traitors among us.
Not necessarily. When we exchanged final blows... Kanich, go to the Masters of the Night Wind and look into who could have aided the captain. Speak to Sitlali. She should know.
Of course. I'll head out right now.
Yes. But... Natlan's strength has never rested solely in its Archon. Together we foresaw the only path that leads to our nation's future. We must trust in that vision.
Is everything okay, Archon?
Completely fine. Just lamenting the fact that I never got a picture when I could still turn my hair into flames. I just hope the others have a safe journey.
feels like the Archon unleashed her power.
Should we go back and check what's going?
Have faith in the Archon. She wouldn't lose in—
Once we find Kachina's ancient name, we'll head right back.
Okay, let's just keep climbing.
Et me revoici. Donc comme vous avez pu le voir, hein, on n'a toujours pas terminé la quête des Archons. Je pense qu'elle doit être assez longue quand même. Donc je me doutais bien qu'on n'allait pas faire ça en une fois. Donc on fera ça en plusieurs étapes. Là je vais arrêter la vidéo pour faire autre chose. Sur ce, ciao ciao, à bientôt pour les prochaines vidéos. N'oubliez pas de vous abonner et de liker si vous avez aimé. Une autre vidéo va suivre bien évidemment, comme on n'a pas terminé la quête des Archons, on va la terminer cette quête, hein, parce que j'ai envie quand même de passer le voyageur en pyro. Sur ce, ciao ciao, à bientôt pour les prochaines vidéos.